Hello everyone, my name is Sumit. Today we will discuss about the factorial design, parallel study design, randomization study and the blinding study in a clinical trial. So we can start from the factorial design. A factorial design is a research method used in experimental physiology and other fields to investigate the effects of two or more independent variables simultaneously. In a factorial design, each independent variable is manipulated at the multiple levels and all possible combinations of these levels are tested. This allows the researchers to examine not only the main effects of each independent variable but also their interactions. For example, in 2 into 2 factorial design, there are two independent variables each with two levels. This results in a 4 conditions and the data is collected from the participant in each of these conditions. Researchers can then analyze the main effects of each independent variable. So, how it affects the dependent variable on its own and any interactions between the variables, whether the combined effect is different from what would be the expected based on the main effects. Factorial design are valuable for exploring complex relationship between the variables and understanding how they interact and to influence the outcomes. They provide a more comprehensive view of the research question compared to the single factor design. Then we will talk about the parallel design study. A parallel design study in research refers to a study or experiment in which multiple groups are tested or treated or measured concurrently rather than sequentially. This design is commonly used in a clinical trials and the experimental research to compare the different interventions, treatments or the conditions simultaneously. In parallel design, multiple group researchers create the multiple groups or condition at the outset of the study. Each group receives a different treatment, intervention or condition. Then concurrent execution. All groups run concurrently, meaning they are treated or measured at the same time. This is the contrast to crossover design where the participants may switch between the treatments during the study. Then we will talk about the randomization. Participants are often randomly assigned to the groups to minimize bias and ensure that the groups are comparable. Parallel design are efficient and practical for the comparing the effects of multiple interventions or conditions simultaneously. They are often used to assess the efficacy and safety of the different treatments in a clinical trials. Then we will talk about the randomization. Randomization control trial is a widely accepted as the best design for evaluating the efficacy of a new treatment because of the advantage of the randomization. We can randomly allocate the participants for the treatment group as well as the control group. Randomization eliminates the accidental bias, that is error, including selection of bias, that is selection error, and provides a base for the allowing the use of probability theories. Then we will talk about the blinding. Blinding refers to a method used to reduce the error, that is bias, in the study result by the preventing the participants, healthcare providers or the researchers for knowing the certain critical information. Blinding is also sometimes referred to as a masking studies. There are typically three types of blinding in the clinical trials. In that, first one is the single blinding. So, in a single blinding, either the participants, that is patient or the researcher, are unaware of a certain critical information. Example, if the trial is single blinded for the participant, they do not know whether they are receiving the actual treatment, that is intervention group or placebo control group. This helps to ensure that participant knowledge or expectation do not influence their responses or the outcomes. If the trial is single blinded for the researcher, The investigators and the healthcare providers who interact with the participant do not know which group each participant belongs to. This reduces the potential for the error, that is bias, in the way treatments are administered or the outcomes are assessed. Then next is double blinded. In double blinded clinical trial, both the participant as well as the researchers are the not know of a certain critical information. Specifically, participants do not know whether they are receiving the actual treatment or the placebo. Researchers and the healthcare providers do not know which participants are in the intervention group and which are in the control group. Then next is triple blinding. In the triple blinding, in some clinical trials, especially in more complex or high stakes studies, there is an additional layer of blinding known as a triple blinding. In a triple blinding trial, participants are unaware of the group of assignment, that is intervention or control group. Researchers and healthcare provider are unaware of the participant group assignment. Data analytics and the statistician who analyze the study result are also kept blind to the group assignment. Triple blinding adds an extra layer of the protection against the bias, that is error, and is used in the situation where the maintaining the integrity of the study result is of utmost importance. Then blinding in a clinical trials is crucial because it helps to ensure that the result of the study are not influenced by the participant or the researcher expectation, beliefs, or the preferences. This enhances the scientific validity of the trials and makes the findings more reliable. Blinding is especially important in drug trials and the clinical research to assess the true efficacy and the safety of the treatment. This is all about the parallel study design, blinding study, randomization, and the factorial design. Thank you.